Start with the name of God, who is gracious and merciful. Quran Topics by Tanvir Kazmi. Chapter number 1, God, Arabic word Allah, and audio number 9. Hud, chapter number 11, verse 84. To Madian we sent their brother Shoaib. He said, O my people, worship God. You have no other God beside him. Do not cheat when you measure or weigh. I see that you are prosperous, and I fear for you the punishment of an overwhelming day. O my people, you shall give full measure and full weight equitably. Do not cheat the people out of their rights. Do not roam the earth corrupting. Whatever Allah provides for you, no matter how small, is far better for you if you are really believers. I am not a guardian over you. Hud chapter 11, verse 121. Say to those who disbelieve, do whatever you can, and you will, so we will. Then wait, we too will wait. To God belongs the future of the heavens and the earth, and all matters are controlled by Him. You shall worship Him and trust in Him. Your Lord is never unaware of anything you do. Al-Ra'd chapter 13 verse 2 from verse 2. God is the one who raised the skies without pillars that you can see, then assumed all authority. He committed the sun and the moon, each running in its orbit for a predetermined period. He controls all things and explains the revelation that you may attain certainty about meeting your Lord. He is the one who constructed the earth and placed in it mountains and rivers, and from the different kinds of fruits he made them into pairs, males and the females. The night overtakes the day. These are the solid proofs for people who think. On earth there are adjacent lots that produce orchards of grapes, crops, palm trees, delicious and not delicious, although they are irrigated with the same water. We prefer some of them over others in eating. These are solid proof for people who understand, if you ever wonder. The real wonder is their saying, after we turn into dust, do we get resurrected, recreated again, anew? These are the ones who have disbelieved in the Lord. These are the ones who have incurred shackles around their necks. These are the ones who have incurred hell, wherein they live forever. Al-Ra'd, chapter 13, verse 11. The shifts of angels take turns staying with each one of you. They are in front of you and behind you. They stay with you and guard you in accordance with God's commands. Thus Allah does not change the condition of any people unless they themselves make the decisions to change. If God wills any hardship for any people, no force can stop it, but they have none beside Him as Lord and Master. He is the one who shows you the lightning as a source of fear as well as hope, and He initiates the Lord's clouds. The thunder praises His glory, and so do the angels, out of reverence for Him. He sends down He sends the lightning bolts which strike in accordance with His will. Yet they argue about God, though His power is awesome. Imploring Him is the only legitimate supplication, while the idols they implore beside Him cannot ever respond. Thus they are like those who stretch their hands to the water, but nothing reaches their mouth. The supplication of the disbelievers are in vain. To God prostrates everything in the skies and the earth, willingly or unwillingly, and so do their shadows in the morning and the evening. Say, who is the Lord of the skies and the earth? Say, God. Say, why then do you set up beside Him masters who do not possess any power to benefit or harm even themselves? Say, is the blind the same as the seer? Is darkness the same as light? Have they found idols beside God who created creation similar to his creations, to the point of not distinguishing the two creation? Say, God is the creator of all things, and he is the one, the supreme. He sends down water from the cloud, causing the valleys to overflow. Then the rapids produce abundant foam. Similarly, when they use fire to refine metals for their jewelry or equipment, foam is produced. God decides analogies for the truth and falsehood. As for the foam, it goes to waste, while that which benefits the people stays close to the ground. God decides the analogies. Those who respond to their Lord deserve the good rewards. As for those who fail to respond to Him, if they possessed everything on earth, even twice as much, they would readily give it up as ransom. They have incurred the worst reckoning, and their final living is hell. What a miserable destiny. Ibrahim, chapter number 14, from verse 1. A book that will reveal to you, in order to lead the people out of darkness into the light, in according with the will of the Lord, to the path of the Almighty, the praiseworthy God, the one who possesses everything in the heavens and everything on earth. Woe to the disbelievers! They have incurred a terrible punishment. They are the ones who give priority to this life over the hereafter, repel from the way of God, and seek to make it crooked. They have gone far astray, who did not send any messenger except in the tongue of his people, in order to clarify things for them. God then sends astray whomsoever he wills, and guides whomever he wills. He is Almighty, the Most Wise. Ibrahim, chapter number 14, from verse 11. Their messengers said to them, we are no more than humans like you. But God Allah blesses whomever He chooses from among His servants. He could not possibly show you any kind of authorizations except in accordance with God's will. In Allah the believer shall trust. Why should we not trust in God when He has guided us in our paths? We will steadfastly persevere in the face of your persecution. In God all the trusters shall trust. Ibrahim chapter number 14, verse 19. Do you not realize that God has created the heavens and the earth for a specific purpose? If He wills, He can remove you and substitute a new creation in your place. This is not difficult for God. When they all stand before God, the followers will say to the leaders who used to follow you, can you spare us even a little bit of God's punishment? They will say, had God guided us, we would have guided you. Now it is too late. Whether we grieve or resort to patience, there is no exit for us.